Back to Zandvoort. All right, so we're trying something a little bit different this week. Touring cars, the Touring Car Challenge is at Summit Point, which I've previously done. I think that's probably the best track guide I've done. We'll have a link up here to that. And then IMPC is headed to Winton, which I've also done a track guide on for the fixed series, so it's a little different, but it's a good starting point anyway, and that'll be linked here now. There. So we've got two little cards to take you away from this video into another one. I don't know how wise that is. Anyhow, I kind of want to start doing the Porsche Cup cars. We did one season in them a while back, and they're super fun, I think. Rewarding car to get well. I don't know how well this is, but they're going to Zandvoort this week, and we did this in the TCR earlier this season, and I kind of know where the track goes because of that. I didn't at that point. Kind of know where it is, where it goes now, and I'm just trying to get used to this car on it. And we were able to get a 137-432. Not sure how competitive that'll be in the splits that I get. And if you're way faster and have some tips for me, I'm all ears. Comments down below, please. I'll certainly take them into consideration, and hopefully that'll help speed me up. But yeah, we'll show you the lap and then how we did it. Here you go.
Last lap was 137.70. Sector 1 is quick. Sector 2 is a tenth off your best. Lap time was at 137.43. Sector 3 times.
All right, 137-432 Circuit Park Zandvoort in the Porsche Cup car, and we're doing the normal brake bias for the setup for Zandvoort, 45.2 in the fixed series. I started off with the Summit Point setup because that's the last time I had done a test session, maybe? I don't know. It was weird. But anyway, let's get going here. We're just starting out, just accelerating fully. I used the white line for my first braking point in the, what do you call it? TCRs. And that's too late here, so I kind of try for like a car length ahead of it. Which ends up being, I think, about the 100 marker, but I watch the white line. That's what I watch. A lot of this circuit is feel for me. So yeah, hitting my peak braking right around the 100 marker, but I'm watching this, and we're just gonna trail off. It's hard to get slowed down here. It's easy to go off, and lock up and go off. So I end up, when I'm driving this car, I end up with a lot of this where I've got both the accelerator and the brake going. It's probably a bad habit, but it kind of helps me control the car a little bit more. It kind of shifts it around. It's hard to explain. I think it comes from my habit of like how I save the car from spins. But anyway, we just trail through that whole section here, and then as we come out of it, we're putting the gas down fully once we get the wheel kind of mostly straightened out, and then we're just gonna accelerate fully through here. About halfway through this curb, we're gonna hit the brakes again, and about half, 50%. Then we're coming back on the throttle. And full throttle. And we're back on the brakes. So I'm kind of, this is a lot of feel on this corner for me. I think I'm kind of watching where this is, but it's, like I said, it's more feel than anything. About a car length or two ahead of it, where the pavement changes colors. And then we're just going to trail on out this corner. I spin out a lot because I thunderfoot on my way out. We're going to trail brake. And what I have to keep reminding myself, don't mash the gas while we've got the wheel so far over to the left, and we have to wait until we get the wheel more straightened out before we can start feeding the throttle back in. And then we're back full throttle all the way through here, full throttle. And this lap in particular, I felt like way out of control, but I was able to hold on to it. I'm gonna kind of try and start hitting the brakes kind of in this area up here, and we're just going to slow down and then kind of ride it over the hill. Yeah, just trail, coast, just trailing just a little bit, trying to keep the weight tipped forward so we can have grip on our front wheels, and just throttle on out as we're coming through. And coming all the way over here, and almost lost it there. And then we're hitting the brakes, trying to go in a straight line as we're braking, and then back, just trail back on the throttle just a little bit. Again, we've got the wheel pretty far over to the right, like 90 degrees, so we don't want to be full throttling because that'll kick the back out. In the TCR, I kind of tried to keep it in, like maybe about halfway out, but in this car I think I can carry a lot more speed by going all the way out to the outside here. Well, maybe not quite all the way out, but a fair amount. Still using this sign here kind of as our braking marker, and just gonna get slowed down enough and trail through so we can get to this apex here, and we're gonna throttle back on out and just full throttle through here. I don't know, I haven't tried it yet where I go and try and use all this track. I'm kind of trying to stay in this area where all the other people's tire marks are. And we're gonna slow down here. This is another one where I've thunderfooted it so many times, picking the back out, and bad things happen. So I have to, again, be careful when I'm doing this, and just, you know, trail brake, and then on the throttle, waiting to feed it out fully until we're got the wheel kind of straightened out a bit. And then straighten out the wheel, full throttle, coming out over here. You can see the skid marks from before. And then just full throttle through this whole section here. This corner, I have a tendency sometimes every once in a while to completely whiff my braking point and then lock up. So I kind of use, there's a blue line that's kind of my reminder now. Got to start thinking about braking. This line right here. And then this white line is, all right, time to start braking. So that's how we do that. And then we're just going to trail through. We're going to cut this curb coming up here a little bit. Try to kind of shift the weight back a little bit as we go over it. Then kind of try and keep my wheels on the inside red part, the stripy part here, as we're going through. Just trail braking and kind of trying out. You can, if you're keeping it too far down, I've noticed on some of my laps, if I get too far down, there's a bump. I guess right there. You can kind of see where it goes up and down. And that really unsettles the car. Not so bad or it's going to knock you out of control, but it slows you down a fair amount. And then we're just full throttle through here. 50 is the next big brake marker that we're going to use. Brake. Then we're going to trail down in, kind of try and get our feet, tires into this groove here. As we're throttling out. And then full throttle. Gonna bring our other tires over here. And then we're gonna lift a little bit. And I'm trying to lift a little bit more than I think I ought to. Or a little bit soon, not more. Sooner than I think I ought to, so I don't have to lift quite so much. I was doing it earlier where I would lift a bit later, but then I'd have to lift a lot more. Lift sooner, don't have to lift as much. And I think that helps me carry a bit more speed through the whole thing. So I was lifting like maybe up in here, but I'd have to lift like most of the way off versus lifting back here and do just a little bit, like half. And then just power on out. Coming all the way over. And there you go. Get yourself a 137 432. All right, so there you go. 137 432 is what I was able to get. Hopefully I'll speed up throughout the week or something like that. I think the fast guys are going to be probably in the 135s. This might be competitive in my splits. I don't know. We'll find out when we get to doing the races. Speaking of, if you want to watch those live, twitch.tv/thepiltdownman for that. Subscribing to the YouTube channel helps out a lot. Thumbs up if you like the video, thumbs down if you didn't. And then, yeah, we'll see you out there. Bye.